If you look at the history of West Valley, it was a commercial spent nuclear fuel reprocessing operation that occurred back in the 70s and then was shut down. The major feature of that operation was the main plant processing building. That's what we have left to do under our scope of work, the removal and disposal of the main plant. We've got over 98% of the contamination removed from the building, and we've got it to a point where it's safe to take down, safe compliant to take down. It's done very precisely just to limit the release of any dust and materials as we go through it. Then in addition to that, we have monitoring controls.
The Department of Energy has had a robust environmental monitoring system in place here since they arrived in about 1982 to start this cleanup operation. We will be carefully monitoring the environment, and that includes groundwater, surface water, and air, and we also sample flora and fauna in the near site area.
We analyze it on our on-site labs. We also send it to off-site labs. The closest in the work zone are continuous air monitors, and they're called CAMs. They have alarms on them if something unexpected happened. And then one row out beyond that, we have samplers that are kind of like the ones off-site. So we have a 3-tier system that monitors the air, and it's state-of-the-art, and it's watched constantly.
We've got a number of stations, 16 in all, that form a circle around the plant so that we can monitor any releases.
And then we have put samplers the closest place that anyone can live to our site, and that's about 1 to 2 miles away. And that's because we care about everybody. It's a sparsely populated community, but we're concerned about the most exposure anybody could get.
All of the on-site surface waters are sampled continuously at several locations before the water flows off-site. And that water is sampled for radiological and non-radiological parameters. Those waters eventually flow off-site into Buttermilk Creek and then Cattaraugus Creek. Cattaraugus Creek also flows, ultimately into Lake Erie. We also sample fish from those streams as well. The monitoring that we do ensures the current level of safety as we're performing our operations, but we also want to ensure that we are not spreading any contamination, into these areas so that they remain in pristine condition as they are for years to come.
We verify that all of the controls that are in place at the demolition area are working effectively. So lots of controls. We are not the only thing that's going on to protect the environment. They're doing a ton of work. They've done a ton of preparation. We are just that final verification step so that we can report out and show everybody that our operations have been conducted safely and compliantly.
We put together a report annually that shows all of our environmental data, and it's published in the annual site environmental report, so we use this acronym ACER. And it's available to the public. We want the public to know what's going on here. We want to be as transparent as possible. It's published once a year, and it's available to anybody on our website, or you can call in for a copy.
I live probably about 10 miles or a little less than 10 miles away outside of Springville. I hunt on my property. I fish in Cattaraugus Creek and boat and fish in Lake Erie. That's part of what got me into the whole environmental science and environmental testing. So based on that and all the work that we're doing here, it really gives me the confidence that we are doing an appropriate level of monitoring.
Where I'm standing right now, we are 2 miles from the plant facility. My son, who is in this house, the house that I grew up in, has 2 small granddaughters. With the steps that we've taken to ensure that the facility has been cleaned up, I feel very safe that the facility, even though it's a stone's throw away, doesn't present a risk to my son, to his family, or to any of the people really that are in his neighborhood.
It's really important to do all this careful environmental monitoring because this is a beautiful place. And this is our home, and this is where we do all the things that we like to do, and we want to protect it. And so all of us, the best scientists we could get down here, are trying to protect it.